Hi kids, today we want to talk about grammar. I really like to write, so I need to have good grammar. Let's begin. Alright kids, let's do 12 verb tenses, Book A. Okay, before we do exercise 7, we have to remember a rule. Alright, now let's look at this sentence. A, will she have cooked dinner by the time he gets home? This is an adverb clause describing a time. By the time he gets home. All right? Now, in an adverb clause that is describing time, we cannot use future. So, here, will she have cooked? That is future perfect. But here is a time adverb clause. By the time he gets home. When we have a time adverb clause, we use simple present. So he, she, it gets. Right? Remember that. In the time adverb clause, you cannot use future. You must use simple present. Let's look at exercise 7. This one is difficult. All right, let's look at the subjects. Are we ready? The subjects. Number 1, the subjects. Number 1, you. Number 2, the Lynns. Number 3, Mr. Smith. Number 4, we. Number 5, Natalie. Number 6, you. Number 7, they. Number 8, her boyfriend. Number 9, the teens. Number 10, I. Let's look at the verbs that are going to be changing. Number 1, to spend. Number 2, to eat. Number 3, to talk. Number 4, to choose. Number 5, to feed. Number 6, to finish. Number 7, to drink. Number 8, to be. Number 9, to study. Number 10, to break. Now, all of these sentences have time adverb clauses. So I'm going to take my yellow and I'm going to color the time adverb clause. 1, by the time your stepbrother, blah, 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 return home. Number 2, before dessert, blah, 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 to come out. Number 3, before his wife, blah, 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 to reach home. Number 4, before the caterers, blah, 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 to call to make arrangements. Number 5, by the time she, blah, 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 to leave the house for work. Number 6, before you, blah, 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 to shut up the office. Number 7, by the time the soccer fans, blah, 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 to finish drinking all that beer. Number 8, by the time she, blah, 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 to get there. Number 9, by the time they, blah, 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 to get a degree. And number 10, by the end of the semester when swimming season, blah, 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 to end. Now, in a clause, there is a subject and a verb. So let's look. In the clause, the time adverb clause, let's look for the subject. Okay, the subject is you and your stepbrother, so 2 people. Here, the dessert, that's one dessert. Here, his wife, 1 woman. Here, the caterers, many people. Here, she, 1 girl. Here, you. Here, the soccer fans, many fans. Here, she. Here, they. This one, swimming season. Swimming season is an event. It's like a it. All right? Now, let me get another color here, the blue. Now remember, simple present. He, she, it. The verb needs an S. So, you and your stepbrother. That's two people. I don't care about that one. The dessert. That's one dessert. That's like it. So here, I'm going to mark this one because this is like a it. So this verb needs an S when we answer. Here, his wife. That's one girl. So this verb needs an S. Here we have she. She, one girl. He, she, it. The verb needs an S. So that verb, be careful. There's fans, many, you, many, that we don't care. Here's she, he, she, it. That verb needs an S. So we're going to color that there. They, not important. The swimming season is it. So the verb here. All right. Remember, in the time adverb clause, we cannot use the future. All right. To spend, spend, spent, spent. Number one, by the time you and your stepbrother return home, you will have spent much time in Africa. By the time you and your stepbrother return home, you will have spent much time in Africa. Number two, the lins. And remember I told you this last time in present perfect. I said, okay, L-I-N, Lin, that is the family name. If we have an S, the lins, that means all the people in the Lin family. There's many people in the Lin family. So this says all the people in the Lin family. So, eat, ate, eaten. The Lins will have eaten a lot of food from the salad bar before the dessert comes out. 2. The Lins will have eaten a lot of food from the salad bar before the dessert comes out. Number 3. Mr. Smith, okay, Mr. Smith, one man. To talk, talked. Mr. Smith will have talked on the phone to his travel agent before his wife reaches home. Mr. Smith will have talked on the phone to his travel agent before his wife reaches home. Number 4. To choose, chose, chosen. We will have chosen a date for our wedding before the caterers call to make arrangements. We will have chosen a date for our wedding before the caterers call to make arrangements. Number 5. To feed, fed. Natalie will have fed the baby by the time she leaves the house for work. Natalie will have fed the baby by the time she leaves the house for work. Number 6, to finish, finished. You will have finished your work for the day before you shut up the office. You will have finished your work for the day before you shut up the office. 7, to drink, drank, drunk. By the time the soccer fans finish drinking all that beer, they will have drunk too much. By the time the soccer fans finish drinking all that beer, they will have drunk too much. Number 8, to be. It's a boyfriend. So is, was, been. Her boyfriend will have been in Scotland for 2 years by the time she gets there. Her boyfriend will have been in Scotland for 2 years by the time she gets there. One more time. Her boyfriend will have been in Scotland for 2 years by the time she gets there. Number 9, to study. Study, studied, studied. The teens will have studied in the university for 5 years by the time they get a degree. The teens will have studied in the university for 5 years by the time they get a degree. Number 10, to break. Break, broke, broken. I will have broken all the swimming records by the end of the semester when swimming season ends. I will have broken all the swimming records by the end of the semester when swimming season ends. Okay, exercise 8. Use the future perfect and the simple present to complete the sentences. All right, you know what I like to do? I like to color my subjects. Number 1, you. Number 2, you. Number 3, my exhausted father. Number 4, my twin brother and I. Number 5, the kids and I. Okay, now I like to do the verbs. 1, to forget. 2, to freeze to death. 4, to go. 5, to speak. 4 to speak. 5, to pack. All right, now these sentences have time adverb clauses. So I'm going to color those. Look. When you blah 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 to graduate from university by then. Number 2, when your 8 o'clock school bus blah 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 to swing by your street. Number 3, when my mom blah 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 to wake up at 6:30. Number 4, when we blah 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 to drive out of town on vacation. Number 5, when the Smiths blah 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 to come pick us up. Now remember, with the time adverb clause, you cannot use future. We must use the simple present. So let's look at the subjects that are in the time adverb clause. So here's you, the school bus, your 8 o'clock school bus. School bus is it. Here, my mom. We, okay. The Smiths. Remember I talked about this. The name of the family is Smith. When we say the Smiths, we are talking about everybody in that family. So we have 2 sentences we have to be careful about. All right, here it says school bus. That's a it. So this verb is special. Mom is she. So this verb is going to be special. All right, let's read. To forget. Forget, forgot, forgotten. You will have forgotten about me as your boyfriend when you graduate from university by then. You will have forgotten about me as your boyfriend when you graduate from university by then. 2. To freeze to death. Freeze, froze, frozen. Look, we have already. Look, already. All right. When your school bus swings by. When your school bus swings by your street, you will have already frozen to death. When your 8 o'clock school bus swings by your street, you will have already frozen to death. Number 3, go. Go, went, gone. Uh-oh, we have already here. Already. When my mom wakes up at 6:30, my exhausted father will have already gone to work. When my mom wakes up at 6:30, my exhausted father will have already gone to work. Number 4, to speak. Speak, spoke, spoken. My twin brother and I will have, look, already. My twin brother and I will have already spoken with our math teacher when we drive out of town on vacation. My twin brother and I will have already spoken with our math teacher when we drive out of town on vacation. Number 5, to pack. Pack, packed, packed. The kids and I will have packed everything we need for the field trip when the Smiths come to pick us up. The kids and I will have packed everything we need for the field trip when the Smiths come to pick us up. All right, here we have a cartoon here. I hope that by next summer I will have graduated and found a job. All right, so here is next summer. There it is, by next summer, okay? Well, before next summer comes along, you will have graduated. See, you graduated, yay, in May, you graduated in May, and you found a job, yay, you found a job. All of this before next summer. So I hope that by next summer, I will have graduated and found a job. Okay, kids, thank you for watching this video. Now I need you to do a big favor for me. I want you to like this video. And I want you to leave a comment for me. I want you to write, "Thank you, Mr. Radisha," and then leave your English name. Really appreciate it. Thanks.